Hey, welcome back. We're off to the city. I just want to take a look at this. I've got to get maybe some stovepipe that'll fit a 2x4, and we'll use that. There's the current situation on the wood. We'll use that stovepipe to put on the end of that board out at the bird feeder to see if I can change the game a little bit. So right now we're going to go and get the oil changed on the Jeep. Go to the post office first. Oh, just about need it. Oh, jeez. There we go. It's beautiful out. The weather's changed. Looks like winter. And this friggin' frigid cold temperatures is over. Oh, there's mail from the other time. Okay. Masks. Ooh, warm up. Okay, let's hook you up. The windy ding there. What do you want? Park sense off. Okay. Let's whip over to the post office. Oil change required, it says in the Jeep. Heated seats on.
Don't need that. Maybe it's okay that some...
There we go. Oh, that's rough. Oh, gotta close the... Gotta ferry the port there. Close the door. There we go. Well, I guess there's no sense having the fan on. Don't need that either. Don't need the fan on full blast. Okay, here's the first whoop-de-doo right around here somewhere. Right here. Oh, you even have some mud showing up on the road. Oh, it's cold. Temperature out, according to the Jeep, is -8. According to the computer, it's supposed to go up to around 2 degrees maybe today. Oh, little creeks flows. Yeah. .21 degrees in here. Oh. I don't have to check my gift cards to see where I'm eating today. I've been pretty disappointed in Kentucky Fried Chicken there of late. Their birds are smaller, so the pieces are smaller. I remember when my brother used to work there. He'd bring home a bucket of 2 of chicken every night. was at the end of the, what do you call it, the end of the night. Any of the chicken that didn't sell, he'd bring home. And of course, I'd always come home late at night after the bar closed, and I'd dig into his chicken on him. He wasn't very happy with me when he finally found out. He thought it was my dad that was taking the chicken. And he didn't want to say anything to my dad. There we go. Nose is all fixed up. Whoa. -9. Let's see if we can get some heat going here now. Climb it. There we go. Okay. Next, after the oil change, another month or so, we'll be changing the tires, and we're going to get some new rims and some new winter tires. We'll see if we can sell these tires. Oh, here, watch out for this one. That's a bad hop. This road has bent 3 out of 4 rims on the Jeep. And the freaking things aren't cheap. To replace the rims around $500. Tires aren't cheap. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. There you go, Zoe. Now, where is that damn sign? I'm certain that sign's not there. I don't know what sign my wife's thinking. We'll have to try to remember on the way back. I was going to check on the last video, but the problem was the camera shut down before I got home. Okay, here we are. We're on the chip seal. And we got one bad whoop-de-doo way down there where the road ends. Even if they added maybe a kilometer a year, excuse me. Gesundheit. Yeah, if they added a kilometer a year, they'd get to our house. I think there's 11 kilometers up there. I'm not sure how to. My wife knows all the figures. She's the one that's in charge. Self-appointed. Yeah, we got a bit of a backward province going on here. Oh, that's going to be rough too. A friend down the road here behind us, her husband is a rotational worker, works out in Alberta, so he only gets to fly home, say, every 2 months or something like that. Now, the government can give the hockey players, what do they call that, rapid testing for COVID. And a lot of the other provinces, even Nova Scotia apparently is, given the rapid testing for their rotational workers, but not New Brunswick. So that poor bugger who comes home from out west has to stay home in lockdown with his family for 2 weeks. I gotta get a new one of these things too. Goddamn thing. Top is. I should go into Walmart and see if what they got. There we go. Boy, the road gets rough in the spring. Every day the sun gets stronger and it's causing all that moisture underneath the road to expand. And here we go. Another beautiful spot. Yeah. And the moisture expands and it causes the road to go, well, it breaks up the road. I remember when I was a kid, that was like 60 years ago, the roads in New Brunswick, man, they were really bad in the spring. Even the main highways. Since then, they've managed to eliminate a lot of the whoop-de-doos on those main roads, but all these country roads, they'll be like this forever. Politicians are pretty good for themselves and their friends. Making promises, not keeping them. Yeah. Oh, there's a... Not sure where this one is. That's it right there. Yeah, big old bird there. Okay, here we go. Oh, looks like a bunch of ice blew off somebody's vehicle onto the road. Yeah, it's a great day. Sun's trying to come out. I don't know what's going on. Seems like my lungs are breaking up. Some horrible stuff. Guy out there building a fort. Yeah, there's some pretty decent food in that. The prices are quite reasonable in that Keswick Arena. Not that I don't think I've ever been in there. Okay. Another big old bird. Eating garbage. Oops. Okay, be right back. Slippery out here. anything for me? Okay, good. See ya. Yeah. Lots of women around here today. The mail lady. Dorn with the the doggy. That was my mistress in there. I forgot to think about that. Okay. Let's go to Ben. Get this off my face. Now, I'm not even sure if there's any cases of COVID in our zone anymore. I'll have to look today. But we're still friggin' orange. Oh, watch out for the old girls here. That guy needs some pants. Huh. Yeah, so I think that we should be in yellow. And the outbreak that we had up north, they're out of the, I don't know, they're in the red now, but they were in a level higher than that. Oh well, stay safe, folks. Everywhere. And we don't seem to be growing the channel or our little community much anymore. We kind of stopped at 477. Should pick up a little bit once the weather starts to change. And we can get some more activities going outside. Here's the mail guy. And he's on the wrong side of the vehicle. He's like a UK car. Alright, oh, I gotta sneeze again. Yes, I think the stovepipe thing just might work, Jedediah. We're going to put a piece of stovepipe on the end of that 2x4 at the bird feeder. I might get 2 of them to help cut down on the traction. We'll see how it goes. And if it's too advantageous for the dogs, I'll make it so that I can take it off easy enough too. That way, we can kind of have a population control. That's a good idea. Got quite a bit of wood there. That's where guy on the left there, that's where I get the wood delivered. There's a few people along here that cut wood to deliver. This guy here might be that other guy. I'm not sure here. No. There's a place just somewhere on the right here that you always see a pile of wood in his yard. We're close to it anyway. It could be behind us for all I remember. Oh, here it is, right here. Now, when you think about it, it's about $300 a cord for firewood. I think we get it for $2.85, but who knows? He might be raising the price up. And then after that, the wood that I cut a month ago, will come into service maybe this fall. I just got a few more, maybe 10 more tubs to drag out of the firewood shed to open up the entire back. And I'll leave the two sides. And then we'll maybe start dragging in wood from the wood pile out there. And it looks like it's a good time to pretty soon to get that fire pit lit up and get it nicely burnt down so that I can get the ashes out of there and all the nails that come with it. It's a nice day. -10 out. What the hell here? It's supposed to be around 2 degrees, I think, today. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta watch out for speed bump here too. Right there. And then I think the road's good from here on in. Huh. Alright. Up to the family friends here. Wish they got some big friggin' logs there. Alright. Ben's got himself a good little business going on here. Let me shut this off. Okay, oil change is done. Off to the city now. 5.6 liters of fuel, the new filter. And he's checked around my brakes and stuff. And he can fix, he said, for his brother, my snowblower. Oh, I want to do this first before I go. It's good. 100% on the oil. And he gave me a jug of oil. We can get the fire going now. It's a win-win so far today. And I need to probably go to... I know where to go next. But I should look at the list, actually. Hang on. I'd almost say it's an unmarked police car, but I don't think they drive Toyotas or whatever that is. $85 for friggin' oil change. Woohoo. Oh well. And nail oil change, glove, Costco grocery store, and stuff, Dollarama. Okay, let's go. Perfect. Alright. Oh, there's a British car. A Calvert. Where'd you go figure that? I should get... There you go. See that? That pickup truck's got a British... The Royal Ensign inside. There we go. Okay, we're good to go. Turn the heat down there. And I'm hungry. The old Pop-Tart just wasn't enough to... Oh, that sounds good. 20.5 miles to the gallon. That's not like one of them little cars, is it? Perfect. Just perfect. Oh, there's the fire. Ooh, that's nasty. Yeah. Every time I go by there, I'll remember the fire. That's a nice house up on the hill there. For sale. It's got a pool in the back. There's a nice Jeep. There we go. -9. Yeah. Bunch of snow forts. Oh, there's a house way up there. I never noticed that one before. Yeah, it won't be long, and there'll be all kinds of dead raccoons on the road. The odd skunk. They start getting out and starting to forage. And porcupines. Oh, wow. Suppose we could turn the heat down here. Yeah, Ben, he don't waste no time. He's got himself a little a young feller from Nakawik who's in high school doing some kind of a automotive thing. They need to start bringing back the different kinds of shop courses in the schools. Not everybody needs a university education. We still need lots of tradespeople. I took building construction when I was in high school. I skipped so many classes, the teacher didn't even recognize me when I came to class. What little I know now, or what little I knew then, well, you know what I mean. I got a bit of a wobble in this Jeep too, I noticed. A bit of a shimmy. Yeah. So my wife asked me what I wanted for my birthday, which is coming up in April. And I said right away, I'd like to have a side-by-side. And she said no. And I thought, she said something that I'd really like. And I says, well, if I can't have a side-by-side, I knew asking for a pickup truck would be a little bit too much. So I asked for a quad. Or, you know, the all-terrain vehicles, the four-tired 4x4s. And she said, no. And after that, I was kind of stumped. So anyway, she said, think of something else. And she said, maybe we'll get that puppy. Puppy will be ready in 3 more weeks. And we might call him Jack. Jack Frost. I don't know. I heard of a good one last night. I was looking up Viking gods, and there was a list of names in there. You know, you got your Thor, and you got Odin. I thought Loki would be a good one. The trickster. But that's more fitting for ice. And what do we got here? Hey, you're not allowed to do that. It's a U-turn, buddy. Oh well. Loki I like, but I wouldn't mind having Tank is not a bad name, because it's going to be a big boy. And then Oh boy. Then the other one that I like, I was looking at the X-Men, what different names they had. We already picked two of their names, Ice and Storm. I thought Beast would be fitting. And, but I think that about all this is that these dogs, you call them anything. And they'll, once they clue in that they're calling them, I really like, my favorite now is kind of like Beast. But we'll see. We haven't got it yet. Now, these things live 10 to 12 years. So that would put me up to 80 years old if he lived to 12 years old. Wow. That's quite a commitment for me to live that long. So, I'll probably do it. $11:30. Costco probably full to the nuts. That's a saying. Full to the brim. Gotta be careful out here. This is the slippery side. Oh, that looks like a military vehicle behind me. Huh. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we got a bit of a shimmy in this Jeep. Strange how it's always noticed these things after my wife's had the vehicle. I need new glasses, I think. Ugh. That is a military vehicle I passed. Huh. Yeah. Boring. Oh, I see they got a Wi-Fi there at the intersection. When I lived in Abu Dhabi, I had a program on my mobile to search for Wi-Fi signals. I couldn't believe how much Wi-Fi there was just on the intersections, light standards, all over the freaking city. They must have had 10,000 of these things. And my mobile would go around and it would pick up any free Wi-Fi for me, so I wouldn't have to pay for my, what do you call it, my data plan or whatever it was that I was on. That should all be free anyway. Or I mean, unlimited. And in this country, they're really ripping us off. Everything in Canada costs way more than what the Americans are paying. It's like a retailer's God-given right to raise the prices up astronomically once the product gets into Canada. And then if you try shopping on Amazon and you notice the prices are way cheaper, then they get you on shipping charges. I was going to order a new thing for my weather station, an outdoor sensor for it, and they wanted, I think it was 10 or 12 bucks for it, and I thought, yeah, okay, that's not bad. But they wanted like $56 for shipping. Yeah, you gotta be kidding. Nobody can afford that. Yeah, deep in thought today. Yeah, still deep in thought. Okay, let's go see if I can get my gloves fixed. My fire gloves. Since I got the hole in it, I don't use the gloves for carrying firewood no more. That's another thing I gotta do too. I gotta go around and look for some gloves today. Up at Mark's, I guess. Look at all the dirty snow on the side of the road. Yes, sir. We'll swing off to the left here. Smythe Street. This is, Fredericton has got a lot, and I mean a lot, of ties to UK, United Kingdom here. The roads are like King's Street, Queen Street, Brunswick Street, and so forth. We'll see if we can spot a few more. George Street. What do we got here? That's George there. Charlotte. Of course, the signs are all on the wrong side of the road. Saunders. Aberdeen. Westmoreland's another one. Argyle. You get the idea. Victoria. Wagoners. And that's a weird road there. Right at this intersection behind me, it changes from Dundonald to Wagoners Lane. And Wagoners Lane only goes over to the next street, and then it's a dead end. King's College Road takes you right over to the university. Hawthorne. That's the name of my son's YouTube channel. Hawthorne Heights Homestead. And we'll see what this little lady says, whether she can fix the glove or not. It better be open. Don't change. What a stupid bunch of freaking lights here. Okay. Come on, let's not dawdle here. Giant tiger. Let's see if we can get in here now. Mask on. I think the camera's going to die in any minute here, so I'm just going to leave it run until it dies. Be right back, boys and girls. Perfect. She can fix it. So in celebration, let's see. Where the hell did I gotta go pee all that freaking time? Tim's. Dairy Queen, Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut. Ah, what the hell. Let's go to KFC, get rid of the cord as soon as I can here. What do we got over here? That's Burger King. That's garbage. What's this one? McDonald's. Pizza Hut. Right. None of them. Alright, let's go to KFC. Actually, I gotta go to Canadian Tire first. Get myself all turned around here. Okay, we cut off 3 cars. Alright, run! Okay, we're in pajamas out here. Looks like a carpenter. If I go here, then I don't have to go to the other place. There. Good, they moved the disabled parking up towards the freaking doors here. Alright. Let's not forget my card this time. And I'll just let this run down, folks. So we'll see you shortly. Okay, we got a pair of gloves for the wood, and we got another pair of the gloves, the woodworking gloves, or the firewood gloves are fixed. Woodworking, yeah. Okay, so all we got to do is head to Tim's for a coffee, a donut, a couple donuts, and let me see here, that letter still. Okay, so let's go upriver this time. We'll go a different way home. Oh, I'm exhausted. Walking around for 3 friggin' hours was enough. Now, post office. We need to stay in this lane. And then, okay, we're on Prospect. There we go. Straight. And we're heading northwest. And here we go. That was good. Got my gloves for the fireplace fixed. $10. It was worth it because I couldn't turn them inside out to stitch them myself. I hope my finger gets in there. I should have tested that first. The only other solution I have is, oh, I could have gone there. Oh well. The only other solution I had would be to have to cut my finger off, but then that would interfere with picking up firewood. And I bought a pair of firewood type gloves. I hope. They're rubberized on one side and they're cloth on the other. And the last pair I had, I think I got them from my son, and they lasted a long time actually, until the rubber came off the tips. But the gloves from Costco, they lasted about a week, and then that was it. So some lady told me, come down here, and there's the post office freaking van right there. I think. No. Oh, this might not be the right one. Aha, I wasn't paying attention. There it is right there. Yeehaw. That'll work. Put my mask on so people don't freak out. And I'll be right back, folks. 2 shakes of a wet dog's tail. Here I go. What's with us old guys? Everybody's got a limp. Okay. Next. Tim's.
Loom large within.
Okay, 2 seconds here. Okay. Looks good. No UFOs, unidentified fleeing objects, and there's not a friggin' car on the road here. Isn't that nice? Okay. Let's go to Tim's. Different one. Come on, Johnny, go. There, see how that was done? Past them all. I used to live down there on the right hand there side. That's where my buddy used to live too there. The one that I planted all the trees on Lover's Lane. For some of you older guys that watch the channel, how's your spelling? I noticed that my spelling's gotten pretty bad. I'm not sure why. just doesn't seem to be at the, like it's not something I could recall instantly like I did before. Just curious. Now we're on what they say the south side of the river, or we're on the south side of Fredericton. But the river, if you look at it, it changes direction as soon as it gets to Fredericton, and it goes east-west. But the river actually flows north-south. It's weird. I lived in Abu Dhabi, though, same thing. When you thought you were going north, you were going in it actually west or east. I can't remember which way it was. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's get to Tim's here. Nice cup of coffee. Yes, sir, Debbie. We stop here? No.
Can I take order?
Yeah, large triple and 2 Boston cream, please.
Is that everything for you today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you in the window.
Okay.
Hi there.
Hello.
520.
So who?
520. Is that a gift card?
Yeah.
All right. Can you swipe that one on the side, please? Right. And let's see what we got in there. Still have $42.52.
Oh, wow.
On that one.
Salamat.
Yeah. And there's your order.
Okay. Where in the Philippines you from?
I'm from Manila.
Manila?
Yeah.
I was all the way up to Benali.
Wow. Is there already?
Yeah, it's like
And how do you find it?
awesome. Can you throw that out for me?
Actually, you can't take
No?
anything from outside. I'm really sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Wow.
Okay, see you, buddy.
Have a great day now.
You do. Here. But he didn't take my damn cup. Pop cup. So, we'll just dump the ice out, which was emergency water on the way home. Throw that in that bag. Fennel! Yes, sirree. Boston cream. Just there. -2 out. Woohoo! It must have warmed up when I wasn't paying attention. Okay. It's coffee time. Hey, not bad. 50-some bucks left, or 40-some bucks left on my gift card there. That's a lot of coffee. That's a lot of freaking peeing. Just, Yes, sir. I'm in a better mood now. The only thing I didn't get was a bath scrub. It looks like a pot holder. And you can, but I use it in the shower. What you do is you can squirt that soap in it, or I'm trying it out with throwing a bar of soap inside it, and then when you wash yourself, you can scrub yourself, or you can use the terry cloth side of it. And I can't find one of them yet. But we got the gloves knocked off the list. Yeah, it's always good to have, like at Christmas, my wife just gets me a bunch of gift cards. 2 or 3 coffee ones, Mark's Work Warehouse. Then I get some for maybe Canadian Tire, KFC, you know, all over the place. Which kind of works out good in a way, because I can I don't have it's money I was going to spend there anyway, but especially the food like the Dairy Queen and that. But what's nice about it is that it's not money that's coming out separately just to buy food. It's already been prepaid. I don't know if you get what I'm getting here. The idea is that we minimize how much money we spend on those other kinds of costs. I don't know what you call that, discretionary cost? And I'm still waiting to find out what the hell my son's going to do. Oh, we got some red lights here. School buses. I'm going to slow down anyway. I think it's a school zone here. I used to go in one of them frickin' buses. Man, they got hard seats. And I don't consider them all that safe for kids. We didn't even have seat belts in them. I'm not sure if they have that now. There we go. Ooh, that's a big tree. Yeah, sadly, all those big trees are pretty near done. They're all little fellers now. Butternut Shores, yes sirree. The river's on the right hand side. Oh, there's a post office box right there. Yeah, we're getting Filipinos here everywhere now. More power to them. That's the thing that we miss. My wife was teaching school over there in Abu Dhabi, and she couldn't keep up. She's a micromanager, we'll say. So I said, well, let's get a maid. So we went and picked up a maid. She could speak a little bit of English. And my wife just thought that was great. Then when she quit teaching, she also had a buddy. And she must have been with us a good 5 years or more. We had a Chinese one, but she didn't last very long. She was too, how do you say it? Too much money driven. And then we went and had a couple of girls from Sri Lanka. They were really good, but you couldn't talk to them. And they were doing it part-time. So they'd only come over once a week. Then we went back, and we got a girl from Ethiopia. And she was okay, except she was super religious, and it just drove me nuts. Because she'd follow me around and preach at me all the time. And it got to the point where it wasn't funny or cute anymore. It was just downright annoying. Then we went and got Lynn from the Philippines, and she was pretty good, except she was a bit, she was kind of a drama queen actually. But she worked out, and it was okay. And she lasted about 5 or 6, 7 years. But then all of a sudden she went and got boy crazy and didn't want to work anymore. And all it cost was about $350 a month. We fed her, or all of them, we fed them all, gave them a bed, and what else? Oh, a couple times a year, we'd go get a moving box, say, one about a little smaller than the one I use for kindling. So whatever size that is, I don't know. Pretty big anyway. We'd fill it with things like toothpaste, toothbrushes, Tang, the crystals, and whatever else my wife thought they could use at home. And we'd ship that off. And that was an extra gift. We buried her mother. I think we buried her father too. I'm not sure. It was sad. They lived in a place called Porac, Model City in Pampanga, north of Manila. And believe me, it's a real eye-opener when you go in to some of these other countries and you start going around. Her father drove a motorcycle taxi, and somehow he managed to eke out a living enough to keep feeding himself. Alright, should be good now. Don't like this corner. So, on the right is the First Nations Reserve. And we have a friend of the family in there. She's married to a native, the chief or something. Oh, there's this fancy looking snowmobile. Stay the hell off the ice there, bud. That'd be a scary thing to be out there. It's all open downriver. Upriver it's froze, but don't forget, when we have these winter rains and things like that, they open up the dam to drop the level. On the left, we call it the head pond. So we drop the level on the head pond in anticipation for all the water that will be rushing in from all the creeks and the hills and wherever, right? So they get rid of the water first before it has a chance to get there. Now, with the amount of water or rain and snow that we've got this winter, we won't be. I don't think we'll be flooding like last winter. There, we'll just perk along here. Well, a lot of guys have been snowmobiling through here. Wonder where the hell the deer disappeared. This is usually full of deer along here. Yep. So if you watch, you don't see very many big trees unless you see the odd one. Oh, there's a dead deer here, I bet. So there's a little bit of tracks around here. Lots up through there. Nice. Some open water out there. Yipper. Rocky Road. I think they even named an ice cream after this. Well now. There's quite a few cedars on this side hill here. They had to be planted, I would think. Cedars like swampy wet areas. There. I'm not sure what they call that ridgeway over there. We'll let this guy go. There's no point in being a big rush today. He's driving with his mask on. Here's a guy's got his bunch of wood delivered. That seems like a fair chore to do for me now. If I was 20, 30 years younger, I'd probably get the guy to deliver the wood tree length. You save a bit of money that way. Somebody drove through this guy's tree lot here. It was in the paper. He was pretty upset. Another one went through a guy's orchard and newly planted trees. They no regard for the flagging or anything and the little light fencing that they had around it. There's a bus. I noticed this farmer on the left here, he took all the trees, or the tires off his roof. All right. This is called Keswick Ridge. It's kind of like there's a bike gang out here. There's a bunch of rich people out here. There's a lot of crime up in here. Not saying that one's related to the other. Holyhoke. It's another way to go home. I like it up here because you can see quite far in the distance. And I believe the Dorn Ridge is the ridge that you can see straight ahead. When we get over the hill. That is. Right there. So I live out there somewhere. To the right. And all that woods that you're looking at there, pretty near owned by one family called the Irvings. And I have little love for them. These are a part of the Appalachian Mountains, and there used to be another set of mountains before them back in like 1 million BC or whatever the hell it was. And they were the tallest in the world. Look at that. I never noticed that so much before until I started looking. And I'll have to study the map a little bit to make sure of what I was saying is correct about the Dorn Ridge. There's also Stone Ridge out here too, but that's right where we are now. Just on the other side of the road here. There's two roads getting in there, the Upper Stone Ridge and the Lower Stone Ridge. Oh, gotta watch out for a freaking pothole here. Wonder if they fixed it. I didn't pay attention. Nope. These people will be jumping up for joy when they ever get around to fixing this little piece of road. Oh, therapeutic massage. I could just imagine. There's a nice hole. Oh, now we got rattling going on back there. Which would be Worcestershire sauce or seafood sauce. But I won't fix that unless it drives me crazy. There's a nice decoration right there. And this is the Keswick River straight ahead. See, here's the Upper Stone Ridge Road right to the left. My feet have had it. I'll be crippled up for the rest of the night. See this? Irving. They got more gas stations than you could shake a stick at. They'll even move highways, get highways moved, so that they can get the choice location, like they did upriver. A place called the Acorn Restaurant. It's Esso, I think, or Petro-Canada. And there's a nice wheelbarrow there. And the area that we're in now is called Zealand. When I first moved down here, it had quite the reputation. I remember we were driving our Jeep, a different one. I had one of those little YJ kind of things. Anyway, we were kind of lost, and we used to go on Sundays or on the weekends, usually Sunday, and we would just go for a drive. And if it had a road, we'd go down it and just run around. But finally, I got twisted around pretty good, so I thought maybe we'll just ask this guy where we are, so I could get an idea which way to go. And I said, hi. And the guy says, this is my dog Diesel. And we broke out laughing, me and the wife. That was just the funniest thing. Yeah. Hope I made your day with that one. And slow the feller was. There's a few of them out here, in general. Now, just up here is the Lower Stone Ridge Road. And me and Nicholas went up there, drove around, and it took forever to come out the other road, the Upper Stone Ridge Road. It's really mazy back there. So here we are, straight ahead is the post office, and we're going to hang a left. Go past the school. Keswick Valley Memorial School. Surprised some politician doesn't have his name plastered all over it. The Keswick Valley Arena. Keswick Valley Fire Department. And I don't think that guy's allowed to be on the road, but what do I know? There we go. A lot of deer cross right here too. Looks Looks like they've been eating that guy's hedge. Now I've got quite a bit of cedar at my place. When you first go into the woods, I'm surprised that the deer don't stay down there. Here we are, folks. Looks like the battery is almost gone in this thing, too. The Dorn Ridge Road. Now, I can't imagine anybody stealing that freaking sign that we had up there. Being that it was up a power pole. You see that dirt on those ice lumps. Guys hit too hard and it knocks the friggin' ice off your car. That's what these black lumps are. Huh. The old school bus. Didn't really like going on that school bus. And I sure missed it. I didn't miss it to get to school, because that was my ride into town. Then I'd skip a bunch of school. And then a lot of times I forgot to get, or I didn't get back in time to get the bus, to get back home. And I used to have to walk sometimes 100 blocks to get back home. Because, you know, back then I was smoking cigarettes. I was actually rolling them. And so to keep myself in tobacco, whatever pennies I could scrape together, most of that came from my mom. I didn't like asking my dad for money because I always got a hard time. Went into tobacco, so I never had money. I'd rather walk than spend it on bus fare. I think the bus fare was like 25 cents or 50 cents. It was nothing. It's cheap. Mind you, cigarettes were pretty cheap back then too. Not nowadays. Man, I'm hot today. Oh, jeez, there's a hard one. All right. Being that the tomorrow is supposed to be similar to this today, -3, 0 degrees or whatever, maybe I'll just put the old snowshoes on and go for a walk. Take the cameras, take some pictures. Also, if you go on my Facebook page for Sheepy Hollow, there's a link always in the bottom or in the videos. You can, if you like some of the pictures, why not just click on the picture so you get it big, and you could save it to your computer and use it as a screensaver or a background if you like it so much. Okay, so let's watch. The sign is just up here, on the right, on the pole, part way up. I believe it's just up here a ways, just at the bottom of that hill. No, right there I thought. So there is no sign. Aha. I was right. Not that it matters. At least they haven't stolen the one off the front of on the power pole in front of the house there. And it won't be long before I put the Sheepy Hollow sign back up. No trucks. Nothing. Won't be long and this thing here will be just mud. You wouldn't know it. The gravel's all been pushed off into the ditch. Yeah, the country. He's got a sawmill, and I gotta see if I can swap him or something. Swap him something that he could use that I don't need anymore, so that I can get some of the slabs off of his wood there for the old wood shed. The signpost. There, coffee's done. I'm done. My hands are killing me too. I don't know. Getting old, I guess. I'm starting to seize up. And the final hill. Crank the heat up so the next time I start it, if I start it remotely, it'll warm it up before I get in. There. And we're home. There we are. Open sesame. I get stuck in my driveway here. All right. Thanks very much for coming along for the ride today. Turn that heat up. Oh, frig, I closed the button here. Or I just pushed the, there it is. I just pushed the freaking remote to shut the freaking garage. Okay, we're good. We're good to go. Alright, let's get rid of the, 2 donuts. I forgot to eat my donut. That's a first. Alright. Oh, my aching freaking bones. Look at that. There's pine cones right down to here. I was told when before a tree dies, they spit out their pine cones so that they can regenerate themselves. Alright. There we are. We made it. Okay. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate it. And I got to unload and get in the house. So you guys all take care. And we'll see you tomorrow.